Hello, welcome to Game Learning Review. My name is Jean-Marc, and today we're going to talk about the 5 things you should do when starting your YouTube channel. Number 1, introspection. This one's kind of weird and isn't talked a lot in the YouTube community, but what you should do first and foremost is look deep within yourself and figure out why you are going on YouTube, why you have this want to go on YouTube. Is it because you admire someone? Is it because you watch the channel, you want to do it? Is it for financial gain? Is it for social status? You have to figure that out before you start, because you need that longevity. You need to be able to go in there and know what you're doing and fight for it and understand what you're fighting for. Some people do it for just fun, and that's great. If you're doing it for fun, you will last longer than most people. Or some people start YouTube for one thing and end up staying for another. Who knows? But you at least have to know what your initial push is to get into YouTube. And at least knowing yourself, knowing what you want, and knowing what you expect will help you push yourself forward. Number 2, practice. Some people haven't do this, and I've known a lot of people who started YouTube channels that didn't practice before. And you can watch their YouTube channel and find out that, yeah, they did not practice. I accidentally practiced whenever I started. I was doing a Let's Play and it wasn't really looking out, but I can tell if my body language on camera was really bad. I was afraid of the camera. I was weird looking at it. You gotta get used to talking to the camera and looking at the camera. So that is one thing you should practice. Just put the camera on there. You may not even have to record. Just get used to looking at that lens and talking to it, because then you have this connection with everyone. Please practice. It'll definitely help when your first few videos come in. But no matter what, your first video isn't going to be your best one, but it'll be fine as long as you practice before and you have some semblance of what you want to do and what you want to do moving forward, and you know yourself, then it should be fine. Number 3, schedule. That's right. If you're starting a YouTube channel, actually before you even start it, it's good to have in your brain what your schedule is. Only you know what your work schedule is. Only you know what you have time available for friends, family, and YouTube. So you should set up a structure for your schedule that you know you can do that won't destroy you. I was doing 5 videos a week. I was working 70-hour weeks on top of that. And I was making like 1 to 2 minute videos, and I was like, nothing's gonna happen with this. It was really burning me out quick. But if you start on a schedule like once a month or once a week, that'll help you out. It also depends on what type of content that you're doing, because if you're one of those people that want to put out 1 video a month and it's highly researched, highly edited, then yes, you need to be very talkative with your community and everyone else, but you understand that schedule. It's how the Angry Video Game Nerd started. It's how a lot of people that are big, like the Gaming Historian does that, for instance, where he will do a super edited, super intelligent video giving you all the facts about a specific thing. And if that's your thing, if it's video game related or not, whatever your love is, go for that. Make sure that you at least stick to a schedule. If it's once a month, once a week, or once a day, that's fine. But being a daily vlogger will burn you out, so be sure to give yourself some time to relax. Number 4, social media. This one's kind of simple and easy. Make sure that you're on social media and that you're engaging with people. You're engaging with YouTubers you like. Especially YouTubers that are at the same stage that you are, have the same number of subscribers, or are starting with you. Like, hey, I like your stuff. You have interesting things going on. I definitely think we should either collaborate or shout out each other's channel to each other. So social media is not just getting to people that listen to your stuff, but getting with co-creators as well. It's very important to be consistent on that and to communicate as much as possible. I need to be better at that. I know I suck at social media and reaching out to people, even though I'm very appreciative, especially with Mr. Switch. He's awesome. He's always shouting out my channel, and he's awesome. So always be pushing yourself on social media, because that's a way to gain way more relevance to people. If they see you pushing a game that they like, or they see you supporting a game that they like, or hating on a game that they hate, it's usually the only way that you'll further your channel or get relevance on your channel, is by being out there in the world. Because otherwise, how are they going to hear about you if you're not on social media and you're not present? And finally, number 5 is be patient. I hear this also very little in a lot of these other videos. Some people think it was kind of like when I was doing stand-up comedy. I'm gonna do this and I'm just gonna take off. When I was doing stand-up comedy, I thought, yep, I'm gonna do stand-up for a year and then I'll be on TV and blah, blah, blah. And it like was really eating away at me, and I had to get away from doing comedy because it was kind of hurting me a little bit. I was a little bit too much in my brain and like, I have to make it as a comedian. And with YouTube, it's not as intense as stand-up. I'm having a creative outlet that stand-up was doing for me, but I'm also realistic with what to expect from YouTube. I knew that I wasn't gonna set the world on fire. I knew I would do okay, and I knew that I can talk to people and I like talking to people. That's why I started my own Twitch channel, which if you're a gamer, definitely check out Twitch. Do not think your first videos, your first 10 videos, or even the first 1 to 5 years is gonna set the world on fire. Just be patient and keep making videos, keep making content. You need to start making content. You need to be patient whenever you're doing it, because the more you do it, the more videos you make. Even though they're not getting a lot of subscribers, you're learning a bunch. You're learning about editing, you're learning how to talk to the camera, you're learning about yourself. You're learning how to be present on the camera and be yourself and not be maybe this personality. Unless you're on a channel where you want to be a different personality and you're a different name, that's fine. But then in that case, you need to learn who that character is that you're playing. All this is practice, and a lot of YouTubers had 5 or 6 things that they've tried that did not work. They tried to be popular on YouTube, and it took a lot. They got practice, did a lot of things that made them understand YouTube, made them understand themselves, and made them understand what it took to be popular, and they went for it. So please be patient and just work on it. And your first channel might not even be the one that is your biggest one. Sometimes you have to branch out and try other things. And if you're not enjoying it, then you will not get far. Thank you for watching Game Rating Review. Please like, subscribe, I'm going to see. And that was my opinion on the top 5 things you should do when starting a YouTube channel.